Joe, are you going to make it through the meeting? You look pretty tired.
Oh, we're good to go. We're airing the tear.
Yeah. Okay.
It's leaking more, Tori. Yep. It's moved inward. It's moving inward. It's a means to get rid of me right there.
Did anybody come up and look at it?
No, that was the new spot today, and it's still dripping down here. And this is brand new. So I'm gonna have a ceiling in the floor tomorrow.
And there's also a little spot over here.
Scott, are you about ready to melt?
You see that little
Am I ready to melt?
I hear you say I'm melting.
No, I said the ceiling's gonna. I'm getting rain in here.
That's perfect. Screen mirroring, now the living room here instead. Perfect. Corey and I had a nice conversation going before you joined us, Scott.
Just had the town of Clayton go by with a plow truck and caught me in the window and hit the horn.
Okay, it's 6 o'clock. This time I'd like to call the February 2021 General Services meeting to order. I'll read the preamble first, Bob, right?
Right.
Okay, meetings are being conducted under the extraordinary circumstance of a public health emergency, COVID-19, and under Governor Cuomo's Executive Order 202.1, without permitting public in-person access to the meeting, authorizing the meeting to be held partially or completely with the members appearing by remote conference call or similar service, and the meeting is being live streamed via the web and recorded, including the participation of the members appearing by remote link. I'd like to turn it over to Administrator Hagman for the roll call.
Very good, sir. Legislator Grant.
Here.
Cantwell.
Here.
McBride.
Here.
Maxon.
Here.
Ferris.
Here.
Doldo. Not yet. And Reed.
Here.
Legislator Monticelli. Thought I saw him enter.
Here.
Okay. Peck. Calarco.
Here.
Oh, thanks, John. Calarco. Jero. Nebuwanik. Drake.
Here.
Johnson. And Gray.
I'm here.
Somewhere. There he. Okay.
Okay, looks like we have a quorum. We'll get into the resolutions, please.
First resolution is authorizing agreement with the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services in relation to aid to prosecution program.
May I have a motion, please? Is that Mr. Maxon?
Sure.
Second,
Ferris.
Mr. Ferris. Discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Second resolution is reappropriating funds from various unspent grants relative to the Fire and Emergency Management Department and amending the 2021 county budget in relation thereto.
May I have a motion, please?
Cantwell.
Legislator Cantwell, second, please.
McBride.
Grant.
Second, I think I heard Dan. Legislator McBride. Discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Next resolution is authorizing shared services agreement with the New York State Department of Transportation in relation to transportation emergencies.
May I have a motion, please?
Ferris.
Legislator Ferris, second, please.
Grant.
Legislator Grant. Discussion, she beat you. Discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Legislator Dodo is in attendance. Can we mark him, please?
Next resolution is authorizing the implementation and funding in the first instance 100% of federal aid, state Marchicelli program aid eligible costs of a transportation federal aid project, appropriating funds therefore, and amending the 2021 county budget and capital plan. This is for County Route 189 over Runley Creek.
May I have a motion, please?
Cantwell.
Legislator Cantwell, second.
Doldo.
Legislator Doldo. Discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Next resolution is authorizing agreement in relation to the state alternative to incarceration program funding.
May I have a motion, please?
McBride.
Legislator McBride, second.
Ferris.
Legislator Ferris. Discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Next resolution is authorizing agreement with Prado Community Center for provision of court-ordered evaluations, assessments, treatment, and counseling.
May I have a motion, please?
Doldo.
Grant.
Legislator Grant, second. Legislator Doldo. Discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Next.
Authorizing agreement with the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services in relation to aid to defense program.
May I have a motion, please?
Doldo.
Cantwell.
Doldo, second. Legislator Cantwell. Discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Next resolution is authorizing agreement with the New York State Office of Indigent Legal Services.
May I have a motion, please? Motion?
Doldo.
Doldo, second.
McBride.
McBride. Legislator McBride. Discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Reappropriating funds from various unspent Homeland Security grants relative to the Sheriff's Department and amending the 2021 county budget in relation thereto.
May I have a motion, please?
Ferris.
Legislator Ferris, second.
Doldo.
Legislator Doldo. Discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Last resolution.
Authorizing intermunicipal agreement with the City of Watertown regarding the fiscal year 2020 Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Program, amending the 2021 county budget in relation thereto.
May I have a motion, please?
Doldo.
Legislator Doldo, second.
Cantwell.
Legislator Cantwell, discussion? All in favor, aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries, and I need to, thanks for the reminder from our chairman to, we need to ask if there's any additions, corrections, deletions to the minutes. Hearing none, we'll accept those. In your packet, you will also notice that there is a planning department report for your education, I guess, or questions and find out what they're doing. And while this meeting's probably not a very long one, we're in store for a lengthy one next month. So I'm going to turn this over to Bob, and he's going to brief you on a couple of the items that we'll be discussing next month.
As Phil has just referenced, there are some substantive topics of discussion for next month. First, you may have heard of the fact that all local governments pursuant to a state mandate are required to do a pandemic plan and submit it by April 1st. Our plan has been drafted. It has been passed on to our unions for review. And towards the end of the month, we will be receiving, or could be receiving, comments. Once that's happened, we will then pass that document on to the General Services Committee for review, questions, comments, and recommendations to the full board. Because, as I want to note, that because the deadline is April 1st, that full board meeting that will take up this item and the next one I'm going to bring to your attention will happen at a special meeting at the very end of March, because there is the deadline to get this information to the state. The second topic of discussion will be the criminal justice reform package. Again, there's been an ongoing exercise, rather extensive, involving the community, and a report has been drafted. It will probably go out tomorrow to the community. We will be forwarding a copy to the General Service Committee, but to obviously all legislators. Again, that will be a topic of review and comment and final recommendation at the next General Services Committee meeting. If that wasn't enough, typically in April-ish, May of every year, not this past year, we have a report from the community studies representing questions asked of the community over the course of each year, in this case 2020. That did not happen this past April, May because of the pandemic. However, Joel Alone and his crew did go ahead and put together some questions that were asked later on in the year. They've done a similar thing for St. Lawrence County and Lewis County, so it's in targeting March as a coming out party to release all that information. So as it stands right now, we would also see a presentation from Joel and his JCC comrades, although he has promised it will be brief. But at any rate, those are three important items that will be coming up for next month. I just want to make sure everybody's aware of it. Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Bob. So it should be set aside some time for that. John Peck has a hand up. John, Legislator Peck, did you have something you wanted to add?
Hi, Phil. Yes, I just had a question if there was any updates on the communications project and how things are going with that and the pager systems, and when we might expect to have that fully online.
We did have some conversations with Legislator Doldo, who is the chair of that ad hoc committee, and Joe, and I think I had a casual conversation because that question's coming out as we near the completion of the project. Do you have any comments there, Anthony, or?
I know there is some finalization of stuff that we're wrapping up with Motorola to be able to move on, but it's still in the email back and forth. So I'm hoping we'll have an answer here in the next week as to what next step we're progressing to. So I will keep everybody updated when I hear back from Joe as to where we're going to be. But I think things are moving along. It's just we have to get some proper verbiage from Motorola to make sure we're proceeding cautiously as we move forward. So it shouldn't be too long.
Do you have anything to add, Joe? I think you're on the call, right?
Yeah, I'm here. No, Legislator Dolo pretty much sums it up. We're just waiting on some information to come back from Motorola and then get together and figure out everything to get moving.
So why don't we look at circling in the committee and then ad hoc committee, and then we'll disseminate that to the full board. Sound like a plan?
Sounds good to me.
Great. Sorry about not seeing your hand up, John. Is there any other legislators that want to add anything or have any questions, concerns? Okay. Thank you to the department heads for joining. Is there anything from any of you folks that you want to add?
Nope, nothing from probation. Thank you for passing the resolutions.
Thank you, Christine. Anything further to come before the committee?
Just want to pass on. It's going to snow some more, so just keep watching the weather now.
There you go. Well, thanks for that outlook, Joe. And again, thanks for jumping on the call. Appreciate everybody's time and consideration.
Bobby raised his hand, Phil.
Well, I don't have him in the screen, sorry. Legislative affairs?
A good thing. There's nothing wrong with that, but he's still.
Maybe he wants to make a motion to adjourn.
He was way down at the bottom of the screen.
I have a I would like to have the floor, please.
Yes, sir. Granted, you have.
I would like it so that maybe our director of Joe does not talk about snow anymore for a while, since we haven't had a thaw at all this winter. And I would propose the motion to adjourn the meeting.
Legislative affairs. We have a first.
Second, Cantwell.
Legislator Cantwell, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Thank you all for coming. Have a great evening.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.